Hi guys, it's Melanie. So I get to share another Boxycharm with you guys. They actually decided to send me another box this month. So I'm gonna share with you what I received in my Boxycharm. I do have to say, there are apparently, and I didn't know this until some people pointed it out to me last month, there is a slight variation in some of the boxes, and I can definitely attest to that this month because my friend Stephanie from Flourish XO also gets Boxycharm, and two of her products in her box were different. Equally amazing. So I hope that Stephanie uploads her video soon. I will leave her channel link down below if you guys want to go subscribe so that you're notified when she uploads her Boxycharm for this month. But yeah, I already looked because when I get stuff like this in the mail, I'm like, what's in here? There's no way that I could wait to do like an unboxing video, but my opinion still stands that this is definitely one of the best boxes for the money. Honestly, 4 to 5 full-size products that are actually really worthwhile products. You know, I think samples are nice sometimes, but even some of the boxes that just have like little tiny sample sizes are still $10 to $15 a month. Like, I like samples, but I would rather have a full size of a product to really be able to try it and decide whether I like it or not. And this is an amazing way to do that. I also said last month that I thought this would make an amazing gift, and I do think that this would be such a great thing to be able to send to someone. If you know someone's birthday is coming up, sign them up for the Boxycharm for the month of their birthday, you know, and then if they don't get it exactly on their birthday, you can, you know, tell them in a card, like, you know, I signed you up for Boxycharm and, you know, here's what you're going to be getting. So I really think that this is a really cool service, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and take you through what I received. So I have everything in the box here. So this is the box that you get every single month. It's really nicely packaged. Any of the powder products are wrapped in bubble wrap so that nothing arrives shattered or broken or damaged in any kind of way. This box is really well packed. So the theme for this month was let's take you down to Groovy Town. So this is kind of like a 70s theme, I guess, that they're going with. Again, you do get the card where they tell you a little bit about each product and then the retail value. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start at the top. The very first thing is the Vintage Illuminating Face Highlighter by Jessica Liebskind. Wow, if that isn't a European name, I don't know what is. So this is the product right here. I've already taken a look at this and I'm not gonna swatch it because I'm gonna give this one to a friend. I'm very particular about my highlighters, and this one is rose gold. It's very pretty, but it's just not gonna work for my skin tone. And it's a little bit too shimmery, if that makes sense. Like, I could never use that on top of my really big pores on my cheeks. And this would not work as a highlighter for me because it's a little bit too dark for my skin tone, like I said. So I think it's a very pretty product, but I am more of a satin to matte finish kind of person when it comes to anything that I'm putting as a blush topper, if that makes sense. So I have someone in mind for this. And the other thing is that if you ever receive something in these boxes that you don't like, you can easily set it aside in like a to gift pile. And then when you need to pull together a last minute gift, just go into your to gift pile and wrap up a nice highlighter for somebody. So yeah, I'm not gonna swatch this, but I think it's a very pretty product. I've never actually heard of this brand before, but I do think it's really nice. So this is a $32 value, and you can find this at vintagecosmetics.com. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about this brand and you are a sucker for highlighters, here you go. The lighting might be changing. We're having a really weird weather day today, and I feel like I have like a hair or something on my shoulder, but yeah, sorry if the lighting's going in and out. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the Studio Makeup Eyeshadow Palette. And this retails for $49.95. This is a really nice eyeshadow palette. I've swatched a couple of these. These are really nice eyeshadows, you guys. So the palette itself it reminds me of the Makeup Forever ones in terms of the packaging. It's cardboard. There is no mirror, which is fine. I rarely ever use makeup mirrors in palettes. But the colors in here are really pretty, you guys. So these are more neutral, cool tone shades that are just way up my alley. I think this is honestly such a pretty palette, and I will do I will be using this over the next couple days and see if it's worthwhile me doing maybe a tutorial with it. Do I have some other shades like this in some of my other palettes? Yes, but it is a really nice palette that I could take traveling with me, because you are getting mattes in here, you're getting some shimmers, and you're also getting some like really kind of nice shiny shades as well. So I think this is very, very pretty. I'm excited to try this. And that is available at studiomakeup.com. Next is the Skin Iceland Icelandic Relief Eye Pen, and this retails for $20. I was actually really kind of excited to get this because I've never tried anything from Skin Iceland. These guys are cruelty-free, and they're actually vegan. So if you are someone that only uses vegan products, Skin Iceland would be a brand for you to check out. It's actually a pen, and let's see. I did use just a little bit of this last night. It's just a really kind of nice eye cream type product. I used this before I went to the gym. The applicator's nice too. It's actually like a silicone type material, so you can use this to actually work the product into your under eye area. But this is nice because it's thick, but it absorbs really, really nicely, and it does give you a slight cooling sensation under your eyes. I would say if you are the kind of person that wakes up in the morning and you have really tired looking under eyes and you're looking for something to perk you up, this would be great. So I'm gonna be putting this in the bathroom and using this in the mornings for the next few days, and I'll report back to you guys on what I think of it. But just using it last night right before the gym, it felt really, really nice. Next is the Bella Pierre Kiss Proof Lip Cream, and this retails for $20. So that's this guy right here. This is a beautiful color, you guys. This is the color Antique Pink, and that's, I would definitely describe it as an antique pink. I would also describe it as Melanie Mauve. They really could not have picked a better color, at least for me personally. The only thing is, I don't know how I feel about liquid lipsticks. The color though, you guys, is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit. Traditionally, I'm not a fan of liquid lipsticks, but because the color is so pretty, I am gonna play around with this, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into my beauty basket right now to use for the next couple of weeks, and I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. Oh yeah, that already started to set. Wow, that sets really fast, and I think they actually say in here, so these full coverage, high impact liquid lipsticks last for hours without the need to touch up. Their creamy formula goes on smoothly and dries to a beautiful matte finish in a snap. They do say, work quickly, this product dries fast, and it does. So, and you can find those at bellapierre.com. Again, that's a $20 value here, so. The value of this box this month is pretty insane. Anyway, last thing, Crown Brush C515 Pro Detail Crease Brush. I would not call this a crease brush. I would call this a pencil brush, but that might be that hair that's been bugging me. But it's actually a really nice brush. I've never purchased any Crown brushes. I don't really know much about the company. This is a rather soft brush. At first I was like, that looks really stiff. I don't know if I'm gonna wanna use that as a pencil brush, but it is actually nice and soft. And the hairs are cut really nicely so that they come to this beautiful point here. And I do think this would be perfect for the lower lash line, Or if you were doing a cut crease and you really wanted your crease to look defined as all get out, this would definitely be the brush for it. It does have a little divot here that I think is kind of interesting on both sides, where like, you know, you can hold it almost like a pencil and work with it. I don't know, I think it's kind of interesting. I've never seen that in a brush handle before, but anyway, I think it's a nice brush to be able to try. Like I said, I've never tried anything from Crown, so I'll let you guys know how it goes with that one. But that is everything that is in this month's box. I did throw away all of like the bubble wrap and stuff that came in here, so but the boxes are, you know, everything's packaged very, very nicely for you guys. So that is everything that is in the Groovy Town box from this month with Boxycharm. And yeah, I do have a link down below for you guys if you want to sign up for Boxycharm. You know, it is one of those referral links, so don't use that if you're not comfortable with it. But I do think this is a really, really nice box, and I really have enjoyed last month's. I'm enjoying this month. And it is a box that I would definitely spend my own money on, because it's full-size products, you know. You can wait for spoilers to come out. I have actually been, because someone told me this was like something that people do, like they look for spoilers. I have been on Instagram and just on other people's blogs to see what some of the products for this month were going to be. So I kind of had an idea of what was coming. So you can definitely wait for the spoilers to come out to see if you're interested in that month's box. But I do think they put really nice products in here. So anyway, that's enough of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day. Leave me any questions down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.